Chase your fade for me. A player priced under $4,000 will score more than 25 DK fantasy points. We had 4 that went that direction. Over 20 last week. 1 over 25, Braxton Berrios of the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's week 18, so I'm going to have to chase this. I mean, it is the week where, dudes just, who maybe you just didn't even realize were still on the team. They tend to step up and get some serious snaps. And I mean, trying to predict this is where the hard part is. I mean, me saying that it's going to happen is the easy part. Where it's going to exactly happen, hard for me to tell you. I'm going to throw out a name, Equanimeous St. Brown of the Green Bay Packers. He's a pretty talented guy. He's going to be out there, in a game versus the Detroit Lions, and he's probably going to get a lot of second half snaps. This one is purely just boom or bust. I mean, he may not even get that many looks if this game ends up being kind of a dud or just they run the ball a lot. But he's going to be out there against the weak secondary. I mean, like I said, he's probably going to get a lot of routes in the second half of this game. There's players like that. There's numerous players littered around the NFL that you could look to this week, but I will definitely chase that somebody goes over 25 DK fantasy points because almost every single game on the slate is going to have an Equanimeous St. Brown that is going to have just extra snaps in the second half. So yeah, I'll chase this.
Yeah, Reid, it's true because then there are other guys too playing for like roster incentives. There's guys playing for a contract or maybe to get on a team's radar for next year.
Yeah, the incentives were a big narrative last week, and some of them didn't work out.
Oh, yeah, he ripped his clothes off. Started stripping in the end zone, Steve.
No, but leave it to Ulrich to say, easy part is to answer. The hard part is to choose which one. That's what we're doing here, Geoff. You have to choose a player, not just say it's tough. But yeah, Equanimeous St. Brown. If Jordan Love is out there, I don't really like that at all. Right. Jordan Love did not look good one bit. The guy that I'm going with is Jakeem Grant. Going against Minnesota at $3,600. Look, when he was healthy, he was a guy that was probably the best player not named David Montgomery on that field on offense. That's the only thing that was happening for Chicago. He hasn't had a game over, or he hasn't come close to this, but he gets a Vikings defense who's given up the most points to opposing wide receivers. Grant's got 2 touchdowns in the last 4 games. He didn't do anything last week. He hardly got any snaps last week. So to Jeff's point, these are dart throws, but I'm going to chase this as well because Jakeem Grant could also get it done, on special teams as well. So give me Grant for this one.
Typical Reid, besmirching Jordan Love's name and then picking a guy who's attached to Andy Dalton at quarterback.
But you can just hand the ball off to Jakeem Grant.
Yukes.
Kind of awkward because I was going to go with somebody from the Bears too, so it's kind of weird. But the perception is that if Justin Fields is healthy, which is trending that way, he's going to be starting this game. That's already been announced. Pretty sure Matt Nagy also was relieved of his duties. He will not be coming back, so what does he have to lose at this point? But you look at somebody like Marquise Goodwin, who can do that. We've seen him do it before. He has 7 targets of 20 yards or more this season. If someone can snap one off and go downfield in an instant, it's definitely this guy here. So again, it's a total dart throw. You look at the selection that we have here of 4K and below, makes me want to throw up that one of these guys is going to go over 25 DraftKings fantasy points, but we'll have a little fun here. If anybody has the capability of do that, all these guys have laid out somebody, add Goodwin to the mix as well.